Hello guys, today we're gonna make a quick guide about the Layn Blood DK build that I teach you how to absolutely own it up in PvP in solo shuffle. So first of all, regarding stats, as you see, it's pretty much as for Unholy. So 123% global cooldown without bone shield. So this is the amount of haste I have. Versatility around 20 and the rest just pumping into mastery because mastery gives you bigger physical shield and attack power. You can go verse as well, but I personally am gonna go for mastery. After we get the conquest cap removed, then I'm probably gonna experiment a bit, but for now this is the way I'm gonna build my DK. The gem, of course, Enduring Bloodstone, and as you see I have those two embellishments that deal just basically some damage. So nothing much to talk there. Regarding these enchants, most probably I'm gonna go with the movement speed ones. Right now I have these, but I will probably change them. Maybe I leave the leech one for the back because it has that effect to heal when you're out of combat, so it's great for BGs. Regarding talents, this is mostly what I'm gonna play. I'm not really even changing this. Lane, I'm using Vampiric Aura because if I activate this, I'm actually giving leech to my party members. If they are close, of course, to me, but honestly, you can even go Blood Fortitude, your choice. Vampiric Speed, of course. This is useless in Arena, and here I'm using the Pact of the Lane. So your pet absorbs 50% of all shadow damage you deal, basically a blood beast, and it's gonna explode for that additional damage when it expires. And this is the right side which I'm using. Now this is very important to increase the death strike damage when it procs. Trend. You can use this Voracious if you need more survivability. So there's too much damage and you think you cannot out heal it, then you can maybe switch this out to here or maybe take something other and place it there. But I personally like to use this, give myself that shield from those blood plagues. And PvP talents, this is mostly what I'm using. So Last Dance, the Composition Aura, and Spell Warden. Now, there's a low chance that I'm gonna use Bloodforge, but if there is too much physical damage, and I know they go on me, maybe I will, but mostly you're not the target. And the other thing that I'm usually using is Walking Dead. This is very good against monks, against hunters, and against mages. Evokers as well. They will not be able to run too much away from you. Now usually if there is too much spell damage, I leave Spell Warden and instead of the Composing Aura I go Walking Dead. But if there is no spell damage, then I just take Walking Dead instead of Spell Warden, and that's pretty much it. One additional thing is Perseverance of the Even Blade, so this gives you versatility. When you cast your Death and Decay, when it procs, of course, for 6 seconds, this will increase your death strike damage. Hemostasis, this is very important to increase your death strike damage, because if you hit like up to 5 targets, you get a nice damage boost. So combining Hemostasis, combining Heartrend, and if you stack up the Frenzied Bloodthirst, which stacks 7 times, so you get the 7% haste, and you increase the damage of your death strike from this for each stack. You can stack it up to 7, so 7 times this damage increase. And if you activate your Dancing Rune weapon, which gives you the effect to get 200% effectiveness, to this Blood Queen. So essence of the Blood Queen is this, which gives you haste, and additionally this one. It makes it for each stack which you have here, you get death strike damage boost. So combining this with this and activating Blade Dance, 200% increase to the effect of this, and combine that with this and this if you're lucky. Additionally, Bloodshot, which increases physical damage, and Perseverance of the Even Blade, and you're gonna hit some strong, very strong death strikes, especially on cloud people. If you're lucky and it's gonna crit, it can probably crit even 3 million. Now, of course, if you think that there's a big chance that you that they have a high burst and maybe you will die. You can even go for Purgatory instead of this. But as I said, so mostly I'm playing this, sometimes Orakius if I really feel like I need more healing. If there's Affliction Warlock maybe, or too many pets, you know, hunters, maybe they go you. Your choice. I personally play it this way and I'm not changing pretty much anything. Only if they really like kill me like 1-2 times in a solo shuffle, like in one game, and I actually feel like, okay, they're gonna go on me, then I usually switch it out a bit to make their life harder. That way they will not kill me that easily. They will literally play in my hand, because if they go me, they're gonna struggle trying to kill me, and dampening is gonna hit them hard back. So now one very important thing that I forgot to say is Rune of Sanguination. This is the rune that's gonna make your Death Strike hit hard when the enemy is low in HP. So combining, as I said, Frenzied Bloodthirst with Essence of the Blood Queen and increasing the Essence of the Blood Queen's effect by 200% when you activate your Dancing Rune weapon. Hemostasis, possible if you can stack it up, if you get Heartrend, and Perseverance of the Aebon Blade. Bloodshot, of course, which you get from Death Striking. You will deal huge damage. And that's pretty much it. Not much to talk about. Macros, as you see, pretty much there's nothing special. I only made myself one macro for Gorfiend's Grasp. So that basically, as you see, I named it Self. So if I cast it with this button, it's gonna grip everybody to me. And if I click this one, then whoever my target is. That's the regular ability. Or you can manually target yourself if you're playing with scroll up, scroll down, you know, for targeting. If you have your own way, then you can even target yourself and just cast it. But for me, I'm playing this way, so this is the way I'm using it. Now let me teach you the rotation and how to play the Blood DK. First of all, in Arena, I love to slow people, Chains of Ice, and actually root them because I'm using the talent. I deaden decay, I call my blades, I dot them, and then I'm basically just spamming Vampiric Strike until I get this up to 7. At the same time I'm getting Runic Power, I Blood Boil, I Death Strike. I reapply the dot because once Blood of the Ascent screen ends, your next hard strike is gonna consume it, your Blood Plague, and it's gonna deal its full duration damage in that 1 second. Now, as you see, I did a 1.53 million hit, so no crit. And that's on a dummy which has low HP, so you will only deal crazy high damage on people who are close to death. That's why I'm saying this build is literally great for killing people. So anytime they get low HP, that's your chance to kill them. I lost the stacks, I'm just gonna redo this everything. So as you see, it consumed one of the Blood Plagues, I reapply. Now I want to reset my Dancing Rune weapon first with Bone Storm. I cast one Marrow Rend because I get the buff, you know, this buff. And then we are close to actually use Blade of the Dancing Rune weapon again. Your choice, you can spam to fill up your runic power fully, and then it's just like Death Strike spamming, you know, Blood Boil to increase the damage of Death Strike if there is multiple targets. As you see, this is gonna increase my damage further, the versatility 6%, and that's pretty much it. Let's say the fight continues, you can use Tombstone next, you reset your Dancing Rune weapon again. Right, and now we can do the same thing all over again. Just hit strong Death Strike, consuming the dot, hitting those Death Strikes, you know, and then again, look at that. Bone Storm, reset that. I'm gonna Marrow Rend the first to deal the bonus damage. And then basically it's resetted again. We can use Dancing Rune weapon again. So we're gonna apply the dots again. Now this is a good way so you can constantly have this window to burst. Now this is one way how you can play it. Now there is one other way how you can maybe try to maximize your damage, but then you will have a much longer downtime on your Dancing Rune weapon, so I prefer to play it this way. But if you seriously just want to go at it fully, so it's very important, of course, first to try to get that 7 stacks of Essence of the Blood Queen. It's very important to get these 7 stacks as fast as possible. Now I'm gonna show you what I mean by the second build. So, call my Dancing Rune weapons, right? I'm spamming. So I get 7 stacks, right? I got the 7 stacks, and what do I want to do now? I'm gonna use Bone Storm, I'm gonna Tombstone, I reset immediately, and now I got, look how many dots on the enemy. And that's pretty much it. As you see, I did a 2.38 million normal hit. This is not a crit. So crit can hit even above 3 million. Okay? You can hit really hard. And that's pretty much it, guys. There's nothing much for me to explain. You should know how to CC the enemy with Blinding Sleet, stun with Asphyxiate, Gorfrin Grasp, you grip them together, you use your Dancing Rune weapon to dot everybody, and you just repeat that pretty much. Your goal is to keep everybody dotted, your goal is to grip them together and just spam those Vampiric Strikes and Blood Boil that strike if it's possible, right? If you have at least 2 or more targets, because if you use Blood Boil on one single target, that's literally not gonna do much. So, and that's it pretty much, guys. I hope I did teach you today how to play the Layn Blood DK build, and please leave a like if it was useful to you, maybe a comment, and please subscribe. Help me get to 1K. I mean, I'm not earning any money from this, so it's pretty much a hobby. Even if I reach 1K, I'm probably gonna earn nearly to nothing. So, see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day.
Beneath the ice and snow, a legend awakens. I am Arthas, the Lich King ruler of the damned master of Frostmourne.